Hi, welcome to the Harvest Table. This is video 17, and tonight we're going to be talking about a family as we celebrate this Mother's Day week. And this family, some is very familiar with you, but maybe one of them is not. But the family we're going to talk about is Moses, who most of you know, his brother Aaron, and his sister Miriam. And their parents were named Amram and Jochebed. And I'm sure I'm probably not pronouncing that name right, but that's the best I can do. And if you want to listen it on audio tape, it'll give you a better pronunciation if you look in scripture. And so we're going to talk about in the beginning, in Exodus chapter 2, we see that Moses was born and he had been growing for 3 months, but then the mother could no longer hide him, and of course Pharaoh had given a command that every son born to the Hebrews must be thrown into the Nile River to die, but every daughter was able to live. So for 3 months Moses' mother was able to hide him, but now he was getting bigger, and you know the story. She prepared that little basket and put him along the Nile River. And Pharaoh's daughter walked by with her servant girls and seen the baby in the reeds along the river. And she told the slaves to get the basket. She opened it and saw the child and heard Moses crying. And so his sister Miriam was hiding there, watching, looking out for Moses, her brother, seeing what was going to happen to him. And when she saw Pharaoh's daughter take him out, she ran up to her and said, "Should I go call a Hebrew woman who is nursing to help nurse the boy for you?" And Pharaoh's daughter said, "Sure, go, do that." And so guess what she did? Miriam went and got her own mother, Moses' mom. She was a very wise girl, wasn't she? She went and got Moses' own mom, her mother, to take care of Moses, and she got paid for taking care of him. So Miriam, at a very young age, saved her brother's life. But as time went on, Moses, Miriam, and Aaron all became involved in the ministry God had called them to, and that was to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. They were in bondage and needed a deliverer, and we know God called Moses to be their deliverer. And of course, Moses said, "I'm not a good speaker. How can I go before Pharaoh?" So God gave him his brother Aaron to help him speak and to tell Pharaoh to let his people go. And so that's the role that Aaron played. And Miriam also played a large role in the ministry, and she's referred to as a prophetess several times in the scripture. In verse 20 of Exodus 15, Miriam is talked about, and we find that when Moses led people across the Red Sea, Miriam led the women in a dance and praise and worship. She was playing the tambourine and singing songs and telling of the wonders of God for delivering them out of the hand of the Egyptians. And so that was great, but then something came along that wasn't so great, and Miriam began complaining. And what she complained about was Moses' wife. Her and Aaron both began to criticize Moses' wife. And Numbers 12, chapter 12, verse 2 tells us that the criticism went even deeper than just not liking Moses' wife, but they also questioned God's wisdom in choosing Moses as their leader. So not only were they complaining about his wife, but they were complaining about God choosing him. And that made God very angry. So Miriam provoked God with his anger. And God struck Miriam with leprosy because she complained like that. And when Aaron saw that she had leprosy, he realized how foolish they both had been, and he repented. When Moses saw his sister Miriam had leprosy, he cried out to God, "Please heal my sister." And then After a week-long quarantine, Miriam was healed and allowed to rejoin the camp. We should pay attention to Miriam's experience.